Hi guys, this video is about bowel obstruction. So let's get started. In this video, we will study about causes, symptoms, and its treatment. So its causes can be differentiated into two groups, pathological or dietary. Pathological, first is, here I have drawn a diagram in which you can see loop of intestine and it got adherent by fibrous tissue. So it also narrows down the lumen as you can see here. Okay. And this is the diagram of a scar in a lumen of intestine. Okay, so as scar has a unique feature, that is it constricts a lumen whenever it is present in a lumen and narrows it down. So here you can see that if it was a normal lumen, it will be of this much diameter, but now it got constricted due to scar. Now let's move on. Stenosis is nothing but if this is a lumen of intestine, this is normal. Now if we talk about stenosis, it will look like this. That is partial obstruction, not complete obstruction. If we talk about complete obstruction, what will it look like? This is complete and this is stenosis, as something can pass from here to here, but there is nothing can pass from here to here. This is complete obstruction or atresia. Here I have drawn a diagram of hernia. Hernia is a condition in which our intestine got lodged out from its actual position to somewhere else. Now this is abdominal wall and here are its layer. Now there is some hole in abdomen wall and our intestine got lodged out from their original position to here. So this is known as hernia. So as you can see, this also narrows down its lumen, so it is difficult to pass the food or anything from here. So it is also a reason for bowel obstruction. Now here I have drawn three diagrams of intestine. These are not very well describing intestine, but still. Now this is the normal one. Now here I have drawn two diagrams of inflammation. Here is Crohn's disease and other one is ulcerative colitis. So first we will talk about Crohn's disease. Now here you can see that above lumen there is fat deposition. Okay, then there are fissures in the lumen, also increased muscle size or hypertrophy, you can say that, and inside it's a cobblestone like appearance, which also is a cause of bowel obstruction as the walls are getting thicker and its surface, etc. As in inflammation, ulcers are forming, so it also can obstruct the course or the flow of the material or food, as ulcers can in size. Now comes another cause of bowel obstruction, that is tumor outgrowth. Now the tumor is narrowing down the lumen here, due to which it is restricting the flow of intestine. Then comes lack of blood supply is also a cause. Lack of blood supply, why? Due to physical inactivity in our daily routine, our blood will not flow to muscle normally and they cannot work properly. So it may also result in bowel obstruction. Then comes dietary, that is when intake of H2O is decreased, or water also helps in flushing out obstructed materials, or also increase peristalsis and flow of intake of fiber in diet is decreased. So it is also a major cause for bowel obstruction or constipation. Third one is eating large bolus of food. Some people eat large bites of food and not chew it properly, due to which it needs more time than the normal to digest it, and people suffer from constipation. Symptoms can be pain while passing stools or odor while passing stools, bloated abdomen, constipation, vomit, nausea. Patient will feel vomited all the time or nauseated all the time. Then foul or sore irritations and decreased appetite. These are major symptoms which occur in bowel obstruction. Now treatment can be nasogastric tube, laparoscopy, medication, enema. Laparoscopy is the last option we choose. The rest are initial treatments. But if there is no benefit from these, we have to do surgery. That's why laparoscopy. What are the normal things we can do to avoid it or to enhance the flow? Is increase H2O intake, water intake. Then as we know that we should drink 2 to 3 liters or 1 to 2 liters of water according to your need. Then increase fibrous intake in fruits, or eat food containing fiber. Okay, then physical activity, do some exercise for at least 30 minutes a day and walk for 40 minutes a day according to some health expert. And then medication also helps to promote the medication which your doctor prescribe according to your case will be good to take.